Hey guys, it's Rush G here. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a video today. It's how can I explain this video? It's trying to frame trap 3 frame buttons after Ken has applied pressure with 2 buttons of his own on block. So it's a frame trap video. It's trapping 3 frames, but it's not the usual how to frame trap 3 frame buttons. It's something more advanced than that. It's how to frame trap 3 frame buttons when you use longer strings. Generally, when you're trying to frame trap after the second blocked attack into the third blocked attack. It is aimed at much higher level play. There's a lot of situational awareness required and confirm ability as well. You need to be good with your confirms and your inputs as well. It's quite a tricky input to get this to work, but it's quite complicated, but it's really good tech. I just got to figure out where to apply this. I think it's going to be an end game scenario where the opponent wants one jab into like V-trigger comeback. The reason why this has come about is because Ken struggles to maintain pressure after two attacks on block into a third attack. That third attack, if you're trying to frame trap a 3 frame mash button, it's very tough, very difficult for Ken, but there are ways to do it, which I'll show you. I haven't shown this before, so bear that in mind. This isn't something that I think has been shown before, but what I'll do is I'll give you a bit of background on how to frame trap a 3 frame mash button generally, so like off the first blocked attack, and then I'll show you the tech itself, which is the second blocked attack into the third attack, how to frame trap there. So if you're trying to frame trap a 3 frame button with Ken, you're generally looking for a +2 situation into back medium punch, and that's how you frame trap. Crouching medium punch, light punches, even stand medium punch, you can frame trap because it's +2 pressure into back medium punch. That's a 5 frame move that will win in terms of priority when the opponent mashes their 3 frame button. So I'll give you some examples. See there, so this is a +2 button, that's a +2 button, you can see there. Crouching medium punch, back medium punch, that's another good one. Why it's difficult to do that, and why I say that's a bit more advanced in itself, is because you need to have the ability to confirm off the back medium punch. If you can't confirm single hit off back medium punch, then that's not good tech. There is a way to eliminate that problem by just going EX fireball. No need to confirm that, and that will frame trap and do a little bit of damage, get you a knockdown, but it's best to confirm because you get better Oki, better damage, and you don't waste the meter if you can confirm. To show that again, with a confirm itself, say from stand light punch, that's a confirm there. That's me reacting to the back medium punch hitting, then pressing the second hit of the target combo with the heavy punch, and then cancelling it into Tatsu. So straightforward stuff. There is another way to frame trap as well. You can do crouching light kick, stand light kick. If I do crouching light kick, stand light kick, you get a trade. But if you do crouching light kick, stand light kick, you can see that frame traps as well. That's good not just for 3 frame mashing in that situation, it's also good for walk back. If the opponent tries to walk out of the crouching light kick pressure, it also works pretty good. And if they tech as well, and if they mash 4 frame, this applies to 4 frame as well as 3 frame mashing. Okay, so that's the basics. There is another way to frame trap as well, not something I use too often, but if you go back medium punch into heavy punch, if you add a delay, you can see that frame traps as well. But you have to, I see some Kens will confirm that somehow into Tatsu. I don't know how to do it, unless it's like a gung-ho, just whatever approach, but you can make that confirm safe with EX fireball, which makes more sense really. So because back medium punch is -2, it makes every bit of sense for the opponent to press there. But if you add a delay, you can frame trap and then get the EX fireball. That's really good in the corner actually, because you do get people mashing after back medium punch. If I do it like with no delay, it's a true string. Add the delay in. Timing's a bit tricky on this. You can see there, you get a confirm then into Dragon Punch, or EXDP, or EX Tatsu. It's pretty nice. That is actually very powerful, but I don't use that enough myself. So, right, this is the tech now. So the tech is, let me show you the problem first. let's turn guard, leave guard all on. Let's turn the 3 frame off. So the best way I found to do this initially, and I don't think this is actually the best way, is to use crouch and light punch, back medium punch. You see how the back medium punch whiffs? Now that's what I don't like about using that string. I don't connect with the back medium punch, meaning if I do this and whiff the back medium punch in the face, I'm going to get hit. If they mash a jab after that string, now bear in mind the crouch and light punch, that's a true string, that is. I'm mashing it like straight away, no gap. If they mash the 3 frame after the 2 jabs, a frame trap then. You see how the back medium punch hits? This is the problem with this technique now, so watch. If I do this and I try and confirm the back medium punch on hit, not just instantly go heavy punch, target combo. If I try and confirm it, watch what happens to the second hit. It whiffs altogether because of pushback. The opponent's pushed too far out to get the heavy punch to hit. If you go gung-ho and just press the heavy punch straight after the back medium punch into EX Fireball, it does work. And that's the only way to really use this. If you try and go, no, tell a lie, that's not true. If you try and go heavy kick Tatsu, watch what happens. Oh, it worked. Oh, interesting. There's times where that whiffs. That worked then. Okay, cool. So you can go Tatsu as well. But the problem with this is if you try and confirm the back medium punch into the heavy punch, it's always going to whiff. It doesn't connect. And that's me kind of speeding up the confirm time as well. This is my natural confirm window when I hit back medium punch. About that timing, and it misses. So you have to do the EX Fireball because you have to commit to the back medium punch, heavy punch. You have to do that, and it's a hell of a commitment really, and you're not confirming. I just don't like it, and because of the spacing problem as well, it's not great. If I go back to nothing on block, if I just press nothing, then you're going to get this funky situation. Hang on. You're going to get that as well. So that's just, you just wasted meter as well then. So, I don't know, maybe it has a place. I'm not convinced. I don't like it. So I've been looking at so many different scenarios here. How can we make this work? There's so many different strings. And nothing seemed to work. So, long-winded approach, but I've got round to the tech now. So what you can do is, it's hard to set this up in the lab. Let me set Akuma to mash jab, yeah. Look at this string and see what you think. So I'm gonna go crouch. You can do stand light punch, stand light kick, or you can do crouch and light punch, stand light kick. See that? Crouch and light punch, stand light kick. Frame traps, but you can't really confirm off that raw stand light kick. So if you spend the EX Fireball, the meter, the 1 bar meter, after stand light kick, you get damage there. Now I know you're thinking that's the same as what you just showed me, Rush. It's actually not, because remember I said the whole point of this video is what if they mash after the second hit. Here Akuma is mashing between the gap of crouch and light punch, stand light kick. And stand light kick, EX Fireball's hitting. Now watch this. Now again, this is hard to set up because he has to block the light punch to stand light kick, and then he has to mash after the stand light kick. But look what happens. I might have to do it a few times to show you, but watch. Right, run out of meter. Let me change this. Critical gauge, infinite, that's what I want. You see that? You see how it traded? So he mashed between the stand light kick, EX Fireball, and I got a trade. Now this is specific to 3 frame only. If they got a 4 frame, the EX Fireball will hit them and I won't get a trade. Now watch what happens when I get a trade and I confirm the trade. Man, my inputs are terrible. Do you see that? Now, I know that doesn't look like much. What's that? 162 damage. And that's with medium kick Tatsu. But you cover multiple scenarios there. You haven't got to worry about whiffing anything. If I get a meaty stand light punch into stand light kick or crouching light punch, if I get a meaty sequence like that, that's all going to hit. The light punch will hit, the stand light kick will hit, and the EX5 will hit. So I get a combo into damage, I get a frame trap off the light punch into light kick, and also I get a frame trap off the light kick into EX5 ball, which I can convert off. Check this out. You get EX Tatsu. And I can confirm that. That's the mad thing, I can confirm it. And you can add another layer to this tech, which is if you've got V-Trigger. So I'm in V-Trigger 2 at the moment. We changed to V-Trigger 1. Apologies, this video is taking so long. You can do V-Trigger after the EX5 ball. You can do that sequence. If you get the trade, the V-Trigger activation does not come out. So if I get the meaty, or if they mash between the light punch, light kick, EX fireball, I get a big combo. If the Akuma, so I can show you this now, I can shortcut and get rid of the first part of the sequence and just show you stand light kick, EX fireball, because this is the tech. This is what I'm trying to show you. But I'm trying to show the whole sequence. So say you've done the light punch, they block it, they block the stand light kick, but then mash 3 frame after the stand light kick. Watch my inputs and watch what happens. So I'll clean the inputs now. Look on the left hand side. You see I'm doing V-Trigger and it's not coming out. This is an OS. It's not coming out because of the trade. So in this situation what I'd want to do is, you can see there I did stand light kick into my EX fireball, and then I did V-Trigger. He said he pressed kick first, but you can see there I did a punch kick. The V-Trigger didn't come out, but because of the trade, I did my EX Tatsu, converted off it to get more damage. So going back, so if they don't, if they mash beforehand, that whole sequence now, if they mash between the light punch and the stand light kick, that's the situation I get. If they mash between the light kick EX fireball, again, your reaction's got to be good for this. You can get EX Tatsu, and the V-Trigger doesn't come out. It's really good. It's really, really powerful. And I think, it's unfortunate Ken has to go to this level to capitalize off these situations, but it works. You can say if this is a meaty situation, I knock Akuma down and I do the light punch into light kick EX fireball. I get a meaty into damage. I get 2 layers of frame trap. So off the light punch light kick, that's frame trap 1. The light kick EX fireball, that's frame trap 2. And then I can convert off the situations, combine it with V-Trigger, and it adds an even more deadly layer to it as well. If they block the whole sequence, so say if they block the EX fireball, so if I do the light punch light kick and the EX fireball, then you will get the activation and plus frames. So you get even more pressure. So it's a really good, I think it's really good, but you've got to be good at confirming the various situations. Even better is, so let's say you're in V-Trigger, this tech still applies. So if I go for the same string, so that's probably the most unfortunate situation, if the light kick hits and the EX fireball hits, because you don't get anything. I don't think you get anything off that. Let's have a look. No, that's not going to hit. EX Tatsu won't hit. Yeah, you're out of range. That's the worst situation. But if the light kick hits and if the light kick is blocked but the EX5 will hits, you get things like that. If I space it out a bit to make it more realistic, EX Tatsu. I think you get say if you've got no meter. Damn. Yeah, you get medium kick-tatsu. You don't get heavy kick-tatsu. That'd be sick if you got that. But yeah, you get options. Heavy punch DP is probably the best, I think. No meter spend. But I would probably stick to medium kick-tatsu and EX Tatsu. If it was me personally, that's what I would use. So you can still use it in V-Trigger. What else do I need to show you guys? You can use it in the corner. In the corner, this is ridiculous. It's actually mad now. So in the corner, you don't have to go Tatsu, EX Tatsu. You can actually confirm it. So if you're not in V-Trigger and you do the light punch, light kick, they block that, and then they mash after that. You get stuff like Lion Breaker. I think that's probably optimal, in my opinion. You can get some mad damage, mad combos as well. That's legit. You can react to that as well. So you can combine that with the V-Trigger tech. Oops. You got loads of time to confirm that. I think it's plus 16. Yeah, the trade is plus 16. In V-Trigger 1, if you do that, then you get all kinds of madness. You can get... Depends on what you want to do, really. 2 EX fireballs. Probably the most sensible one to go for is light punch DP, heavy punch DP. That's going to net you the most damage. You can go like Tatsu, heavy punch DP. So in the corner, it's mad. So again, there's layers to this. Do you know what I mean? So like, if I was to use that string, this is what happens if they mash between the light punch and light kick. Bog standard combo, big damage. If they mash after the EX fireball, light punch DP, heavy punch DP, big damage again. So if the whole string hits, just to show you that, still it's light punch DP, heavy punch DP every time. It actually is, yeah. So it's not that difficult to really confirm. If you want to spend more meter, light punch DP, EX DP, that's an option as well. But can you see what I'm trying to say, guys? So it's hard tech, it's very difficult, and you have to practice it. I've practiced it a lot, and it's quite easy now. It's becoming like nature, muscle. It's in my muscle memory. Second nature. But it's knowing when to apply this. So I think this is a good situation to use, where you're trying to pressure the opponent, and you've picked up on the habit of them mashing jab, but they're pressing it at obscure times. Like there's a player I played recently who just pressed jab on wake up or after blocking one attack. So this tech wouldn't have been ideal against that player because he wasn't really mashing later in the block string, but 2 jabs. So in this situation, when they're mashing jab there, it's good because of problems like this. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where this tech is good. I mean, that's the corner as well. That's what's mad, man. Look at that. It even misses in the corner. If I did crouching light punch, that medium punch, heavy punch, it still misses. You have to commit to the whole string. And even then, if they don't press, as I showed you, you whiff right in front of the face, which isn't the best. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think of it. It's been a long-winded video, I know, and I've gone through a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure I've explained that in enough detail to understand what's going on. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of layers to this, and that's why I think it's powerful, because it covers that's the main thing. It covers multiple situations here. And if in a kill situation, if you want to meter them and finish them off, if you want to frame trap at different points, and if you want to convert off those frame traps, and if you've got V-Trigger 1 stocked and ready, ready to spend, sick tech, man. It covers a lot of situations. Let me know, guys. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Any thoughts and opinions on it, give me a shout and we can discuss it further in the comment section. Guys, thanks for listening. Glad I've got that one off my chest, because that's been on my mind for quite a while now, and I thought, let me get a video out sooner than later to get it off my head, because I'll be thinking about it non-stop. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, let me know what you think, and I will catch you hopefully sooner than later. Take care.